Imagine a world where giant stones move across the desert without anyone touching them. A place where waterfalls bleed red, lightning strikes almost every night of the year, and mysterious circles appear across entire landscapes with no universally accepted explanation. It sounds like the plot of a science fiction movie, yet every one of these places exists right here on Earth. For centuries, explorers, scientists, and ordinary travelers have searched for answers, believing that with enough technology, every mystery could eventually be solved. Today, humanity has mapped the ocean floor, landed spacecraft on distant planets, and developed artificial intelligence capable of solving problems once thought impossible. Yet despite all our progress, our own planet continues to produce phenomena that challenge our understanding of nature. Some of these mysteries have partial explanations. Others remain fiercely debated among experts. In many cases, each new discovery answers one question while creating several more. That is what makes these places so fascinating. They remind us that Earth is not simply a planet we inhabit, it is a living laboratory filled with secrets that continue to surprise even the brightest scientific minds. Today, we're exploring 10 of Earth's greatest natural mysteries, phenomena so extraordinary that they continue to inspire research, debate, and wonder around the world. We begin with one of the strangest deserts ever studied. Death Valley, located in California, is one of the hottest places on Earth. Its dry, cracked landscape appears lifeless at first glance, but hidden within this harsh environment is a mystery that puzzled scientists for decades. Scattered across a flat area known as Racetrack Playa are enormous rocks, some weighing hundreds of kilograms. Behind each stone stretches a long trail carved into the dried mud, showing that the rocks somehow moved across the surface. The mystery wasn't simply that the rocks had shifted. It was that no one had ever witnessed them moving. Year after year, researchers returned to find fresh tracks but no evidence of what had pushed these massive stones. Some suggested powerful winds. Others believed earthquakes or magnetic forces might somehow be responsible. More imaginative theories even proposed supernatural explanations or extraterrestrial visitors. After years of investigation, scientists finally observed the movement under rare conditions. During cold winter nights, a thin sheet of ice forms around the rocks. As the morning sun melts the ice, gentle winds can slowly push the floating ice panels, carrying the stones across the slippery surface. The movement is incredibly slow, often just a few centimeters each second, which explains why no one had ever seen it happen before. Yet even with this remarkable discovery, researchers continue studying why certain rocks move farther than others and why the precise combination of weather conditions occurs so rarely. Nature revealed part of the answer but kept some of its secrets hidden. Thousands of kilometers away lies another mystery that challenges human hearing rather than sight. Across different parts of the world, including remote deserts, coastlines, and mountain valleys, a small percentage of people report hearing a strange, persistent sound. It is often described as a low-frequency hum, similar to the distant rumble of an engine or electrical equipment. The phenomenon has become known simply as the hum. What makes it so mysterious is that only some people can hear it. Two neighbors living side by side may have completely different experiences. One hears nothing unusual, while the other struggles to sleep because of the constant sound. Scientists have investigated possible causes ranging from industrial machinery and underground gas pipelines to electromagnetic fields and ocean waves. Some researchers suspect that very low-frequency vibrations travel long distances through the atmosphere or the ground, becoming audible only under specific conditions. Others suggest that certain cases may originate inside the human auditory system itself, involving neurological processes that are not yet fully understood. Despite decades of study, no single explanation accounts for every reported case. The hum remains one of the world's most intriguing sensory mysteries, reminding us that even our own perception of reality is still not completely understood. If mysterious sounds leave scientists searching for answers, mysterious lights have inspired legends for centuries. Far above Earth's polar regions, shimmering curtains of green, purple, and red dance across the night sky. These spectacular displays, known as the auroras, are among nature's most breathtaking sights. Scientists understand the basic process behind them. Charged particles from the sun collide with Earth's magnetic field before interacting with gases high in the atmosphere. Oxygen produces brilliant green and red colors, while nitrogen creates shades of blue and purple. But despite this knowledge, many aspects of auroral behavior remain uncertain. Researchers continue studying why certain auroras suddenly brighten, split into complex shapes, or pulse rhythmically across the sky. New satellite missions have revealed that tiny disturbances in Earth's magnetic field can rapidly reshape these glowing displays, but predicting exactly when and where dramatic changes will occur remains extremely difficult. Recent discoveries have uncovered unusual forms of auroras that were unknown only a few years ago, demonstrating that even one of the best-known natural phenomena still holds surprises. Every advance in space science uncovers another layer of complexity, proving that Earth's connection to the sun is far more dynamic than previously imagined. Not all mysteries shine in the sky. Some appear frozen within the coldest continent on Earth. Deep in Antarctica lies one of the planet's most unsettling natural wonders, bloodfalls. From the face of the Taylor Glacier pours a stream of crimson water that resembles blood flowing across the white ice. Early explorers believed red algae might be responsible, but the truth turned out to be even more remarkable. The water originates from an ancient underground lake trapped beneath the glacier for millions of years. It contains extremely high concentrations of iron. When the mineral-rich water reaches the surface, it reacts with oxygen in the air, producing a deep reddish color similar to rust. Although this explains the dramatic appearance, bloodfalls continues to fascinate scientists because of what lives within it. Despite existing in complete darkness, extreme cold, and almost no oxygen, microscopic organisms survive within the isolated water using chemical reactions rather than sunlight for energy. These remarkable microbes have adapted to conditions once thought incapable of supporting life. Their existence has expanded our understanding of biology and even influences the search for life beyond Earth. If organisms can survive beneath Antarctic ice under such harsh conditions, perhaps similar life could exist beneath the frozen surfaces of distant moons like Europa or Enceladus. Bloodfalls is more than a geological curiosity. It is a reminder that life often finds ways to exist where science once believed it impossible. Our next mystery combines breathtaking beauty with relentless power. Near Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela, thunderstorms occur so frequently that sailors have used them for navigation for centuries. This phenomenon, known as Catatumbo lightning, produces thousands of lightning strikes during a single night and can occur for well over 100 nights each year. Scientists believe the unique geography of the surrounding mountains traps warm, moisture-rich air rising from the lake. As cooler air descends from the Andes, powerful atmospheric instability develops, fueling nearly continuous thunderstorms. Yet researchers continue debating why this region produces lightning on such an extraordinary scale compared with similar environments elsewhere on Earth. Small differences in wind patterns, methane emissions from nearby wetlands, and seasonal climate cycles may all contribute, but no single model perfectly predicts the phenomenon. For meteorologists, Catatumbo lightning remains an invaluable natural laboratory for understanding one of nature's most powerful forces. For everyone else, it is a breathtaking reminder that Earth's atmosphere is still capable of astonishing even the scientists who study it every day. 5 mysteries down, 5 more to go, and the remaining phenomena become even more extraordinary, taking us beneath the ocean, across mysterious landscapes, and into places where the very laws of nature seem almost impossible. The deeper scientists investigate our planet, the more they discover that some of its greatest mysteries lie hidden in places few people will ever visit. Some are carved beneath the sea, others stretch across deserts, and some are woven into the very fabric of Earth's magnetic field. While remarkable progress has been made, these final 5 phenomena continue to remind us that nature rarely gives up its secrets easily. Beneath the clear waters off the coast of Japan's Ryukyu Islands lies a structure that has sparked one of the most enduring debates in underwater archaeology. Known as the Yonaguni Monument, it was discovered in 1986 by a diver searching for new dive sites. Rising from the ocean floor are enormous stone terraces, sharp stair-like formations, broad platforms, and what appear to be carefully cut angles. At first glance, the monument resembles the ruins of an ancient city submerged beneath the sea. Some researchers argue that these formations are entirely natural. They point out that sandstone can fracture along straight lines, creating geometric shapes through tectonic activity and erosion over thousands of years. Powerful ocean currents may have further sculpted the rock into what appears to be an architectural masterpiece. Others remain unconvinced. They note the apparent symmetry, flat surfaces, and right angles that seem unusually precise for natural erosion alone. Some even speculate that if parts of the monument were modified by ancient humans, it could represent evidence of a civilization that existed before sea levels rose at the end of the last ice age. Despite decades of diving expeditions, geological surveys, and detailed mapping, no definitive answer has emerged. Without artifacts, inscriptions, or unmistakable signs of human construction, the debate continues. The Yonaguni Monument stands as a reminder that the ocean still conceals countless mysteries beneath its surface. More than 80% of Earth's oceans remain only partially explored, meaning discoveries capable of reshaping history may still lie hidden in the darkness below. Travel now from the ocean depths to one of Africa's most puzzling landscapes. Across the grasslands of Namibia, and in parts of Western Australia, millions of nearly perfect circular patches interrupt the surrounding vegetation. These formations, known as fairy circles, can range from a few feet to several meters in diameter and often appear in strikingly regular patterns stretching for hundreds of kilometers. For generations, local communities created legends to explain them. Some believed they were footprints left by spirits. Others thought dragons living beneath the ground poisoned the soil with their fiery breath. Modern science, however, has approached the mystery from a very different perspective. One theory suggests that colonies of sand termites consume vegetation beneath the surface, creating the barren circles. Another proposes that the plants themselves compete for extremely limited water resources in arid environments. According to this self-organization theory, vegetation naturally arranges itself into patterns that maximize survival during prolonged drought. Recent studies indicate that both mechanisms may operate in different regions, making the mystery even more complex. Fairy circles in Australia may not form for exactly the same reasons as those in Namibia. Even with satellite imagery, computer simulations, and years of ecological research, scientists continue debating how these breathtaking geometric patterns emerge on such an enormous scale. Nature appears capable of organizing itself with mathematical precision in ways researchers are only beginning to understand. Our next destination reveals that not every mystery involves unusual objects or landscapes. Some involve the invisible forces surrounding our entire planet. Earth's magnetic field acts as a giant protective shield, deflecting harmful charged particles from the sun and making life possible on the surface. Yet this invisible field behaves in surprisingly unpredictable ways. One of its greatest puzzles is the South Atlantic anomaly, a vast region stretching across parts of South America and the southern Atlantic Ocean where Earth's magnetic field is significantly weaker than elsewhere. Satellites passing through this region experience increased exposure to energetic particles from space. Sensitive electronics may malfunction, instruments can be disrupted, and spacecraft operators often take special precautions while crossing the anomaly. Scientists believe the phenomenon is linked to complex movements within Earth's molten outer core, where circulating liquid iron generates the planet's magnetic field. However, the exact processes remain uncertain because we cannot directly observe the core itself. Instead, researchers rely on seismic data, computer simulations, and indirect measurements. Adding to the mystery, Earth's magnetic poles are constantly drifting. Geological evidence reveals that throughout Earth's history, the magnetic field has even reversed completely many times, with north and south exchanging places. Although such reversals occur over thousands of years, scientists still cannot predict precisely when the next one might happen or fully explain every stage of the process. The magnetic field, invisible yet essential, reminds us that our planet is far more dynamic beneath our feet than it appears from the surface. Some mysteries, however, are not invisible at all. They stand proudly above the landscape in perfect geometric order. Along the coast of Northern Ireland rises one of the world's most recognizable geological wonders, the Giant's Causeway. More than 40,000 interlocking basalt columns emerge from the ground, many forming nearly perfect hexagons that fit together with astonishing precision. According to Irish legend, the giant Finn McCool built the causeway as a bridge across the sea to challenge a rival giant in Scotland. The story has been passed down for centuries, adding an air of mythology to an already extraordinary landscape. Science offers a different explanation. Around 60 million years ago, intense volcanic eruptions covered the region with molten basalt. As the lava slowly cooled, it contracted. This contraction caused fractures to spread through the rock, naturally creating polygonal columns. Under ideal conditions, hexagons provide the most efficient way for shrinking material to distribute stress evenly, much like the patterns found in drying mud or cooling glass. Yet researchers continue studying why some columns contain 5, 7, or even 8 sides, and why similar formations appear in places as distant as Iceland, South Korea, and the western United States. The Giant's Causeway demonstrates how simple physical processes can create structures so perfect that they seem intentionally designed. Finally, we arrive at a mystery that has fascinated humanity since long before written history, a phenomenon so beautiful and elusive that every explanation seems to reveal another layer of complexity. Throughout the world's oceans, certain coastlines occasionally begin to glow with an eerie blue light after sunset. Every wave, every splash, and every footprint in the water shimmers like liquid starlight. This breathtaking display is caused primarily by microscopic marine organisms known as bioluminescent plankton. Scientists understand that these organisms produce light through a chemical reaction involving specialized molecules and enzymes. The glowing light often serves as a defense mechanism, startling predators or attracting larger animals that feed on those predators. But the mystery lies in predicting exactly when and where these spectacular events will occur. Ocean temperature, nutrient availability, salinity, weather patterns, currents, tides, and countless biological interactions all influence massive blooms. A beach that glows brilliantly one night may remain completely dark the next. Researchers continue studying how climate change, ocean circulation, and shifting ecosystems affect these luminous displays. Understanding bioluminescence could even lead to advances in medicine, biotechnology, and environmental monitoring. As beautiful as these glowing waters appear, they also remind us that even microscopic life can create planetary-scale mysteries that challenge scientific understanding. Looking back at these 10 remarkable phenomena, a common thread begins to emerge. The moving stones of Death Valley, the mysterious hum, the ever-changing auroras, bloodfalls, Catatumbo lightning, the Yonaguni Monument, fairy circles, Earth's magnetic anomalies, the Giant's Causeway, and glowing bioluminescent seas each tell a different story. Yet together, they reveal something profound about the nature of scientific discovery. Science is not a collection of final answers. It is an ongoing journey driven by observation, evidence, curiosity, and the willingness to question what we think we know. Many of the mysteries we explored once seemed impossible to explain. Some have yielded important clues through decades of patient research. Others continue to resist every attempt at complete understanding. That uncertainty is not a weakness, it is what pushes humanity forward. Every expedition into Antarctica, every satellite launched into orbit, every dive into the deep ocean, and every field study conducted in deserts and forests brings us one step closer to understanding our extraordinary world. Yet each breakthrough also uncovers new questions that no one expected to ask. Perhaps that is Earth's greatest mystery of all. The more we discover about our planet, the more we realize how much remains hidden. Beneath our oceans, within our atmosphere, inside our planet's core, and across its most remote landscapes, countless secrets are still waiting for the next generation of explorers, scientists, and dreamers. Our world is not running out of mysteries. It is simply inviting us to keep searching.